folks, I'm here to talk about patch 1.7, Legion of Frostborne, a bit more. I already covered it a little bit, but I'm gonna go through a few new pieces of information we've received over the last few days. Now, the first order of business is of course the map. I was pretty close to the map as seen in the video. I've added in some of the icons here. I made it myself. Thank you very much. But as you can see here, we have the lowest level cities, which are level 7. The lowest level gates are level 8, and the gates go from 8 to a 9. And then you go for a different kind of gate over here, which is also a 9, and this is between the inner or the ring that surrounds the center area. And if you want to go into the center area, you need to go through a level 10 gate. There seems to be 4 different kind of cities. So we have the 7 and 8s here, which is the lowest ones. Then we have these guys. These are in 8s and 9s. And then we have these in the center area, and this one. This is probably the capital, the one you need to capture to win. The others, there are 3 of these in the center. So I'm not really sure on the dynamics of territories in the center, since it goes from 8 to 4 and to a single province, but it looks like there are 4 cities within the center area, 3 level 9s and 1 level 10, so it's going to be interesting how that comes out. Anyway, this is basically how it works. I mean, this is not in proportion to the map itself, it's just to explain how this works. So you start in the outer provinces, and you have basically all these ways out, 9 gates. Now, these are going to be level 8 gates over to the next servers, and these are going to be level 9s, I believe, to the inner provinces, where you will meet the next server over. If you want to go to even more servers, you need to breach through here, and these are different kind of gates. And if you want to go center, there are 2 ways into center area from your starting point. So this is basically the route you need to take to go through. Now, what I've seen in the video are some funny names, and a lot of this has reference in Old Norse. This Icelandic is quite close still to Old Norse. I'm going to enlighten you a little bit about what some of these names mean. So the province names here, like Vestri, Östri, Södri, Norðri. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it in Icelandic. So Vestri is west, Östri is east, Södri is south, Norðri is north, which is funny because on the map the Södri province is north of the Norðri province. Funny, that one. Anyway, other names are like Ginnunga and Alvaldi. Then there's of course Midgard, basically means Middle Earth. So Ginnunga is basically a temptation. Alvaldi is someone who has complete and utter power. Then we have names of cities like Svir, which kind of sounds like Swedes in Icelandic. Svíar. Okay. Litur, which is, if you add an U in there, it's a litur, which is color. Askr is how you said Askur in Old Norse, which is a closed container used to consume food out of. Embla is a name commonly used even today. So is Narvi, but not used anymore. Gimir was I believe it was a Titan or Jötun in in Norse mythology. Galdr means magic. Galdur today is used. And then there is this word, Windarfr. Why they're adding that FR in the back, I don't know, but the first 5 letters is Windar, which means winds. Anyway, just a few funny names. So, what we know about thermal towers. They're going to cover approximately a 10 by 10 area from the dead center. So you are safe from the blizzard, the fire, the blizzard damage, which reduces your prosperity if you're not bubbled. Gnomes no longer get buffs, but debuffs within a thermal tower area. There's no longer a gathering speed reduction. It dispels, of course, the fog of war, so you can fully see everything. You can see like kinda through the blizzard, but yeah, this will clear all of that up. And new interesting aspect is that even though 2 towers, you build too close to an enemy tower and you don't get the ownership basically of the land, but you still get full visibility of the tower. So that's not subject to overlapping rules, which is interesting. So you can only have a limited number of towers online. It's just probably, like cities today, where you can only have max 14 cities. Then you have to abandon one if you're gonna, take over another. Same concept here. You need to abandon a tower. You can only do one at a time. And then there is alliance tactics, which sounds a little bit like, alliance talents, possibly. So a level 10 alliance will get X amount of talents which you can distribute, much like you do with yours, I would assume. Well, that's my guess anyway. Anyway, that probably has an effect of how many towers can be online. The arrow effect could be increased, speeding cost of building, maybe gathering speed within areas of effect from the thermal towers, etc., etc. But towers are built at some location, which I assume could be Alliance HQ, one at a time. You can store them in your warehouse. You can only store that much. You can't store, endless a supply. And then you just place them down when you're ready. So, we're also going to see the new season systems, which will progress after you've completed the Chronicles. So, it is my guess, since we have not seen anything in the video that resembles level caps being raised of anything, that it will be done through this system. Likely as you progress, there will be an incremental increase of level caps as you go along, and how long a season is yet to be seen. And this is probably due to, this is a good way to introduce level cap increases without unbalancing the entire game, really. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. Well, enough for now. Please check out my website and subscribe. Thank you.